Hello, Mr. Beard here with your class recap for Tuesday, January 24th. We began today with Bell Ringer. What do you think of when I say the word Western? What do you think of when I say the word Westerns? If you were absent, go ahead, take a second, pause the video now, and write down the bell ringer for today, titling it 124. Some common answers to what we think of when we hear the word Westerns was cowboys. Cowboys are a common figure in Westerns. They are an American icon. They are known for their ruggedness and their individuality against the odds and their self-sufficiency. Some other things, tumbleweeds, things that blow in on the duel scenes, and funny enough, because this is the generation we are now, Woody from Toy Story is another thing that comes to mind when you say Westerns. After the bell ringer, we took some guided notes over Westerns as a genre. The first thing when discussing Westerns as a genre is what the heck is genre? A genre is basically just a category to put things in. You can put music in genres. You can put movies, books, TV shows. Just a way to categorize art styles. Stories can put into categories by their subject matter. Is it a love story? Is it a horror story? Sports story? Etc. Conventions the authors use, themes, or narrative styles. Genre functions as a way to let the audience know what to expect. When you go to a romance movie, you know there's probably going to be a good-looking guy and a good-looking girl. They're probably going to fall in love, and there's probably going to be some circumstances that keep them apart, and then they'll probably end up at the end. That's a romance genre. So you know going in what to expect. It also is a way for the industry to appeal to specific audiences. If I show you this picture, you automatically know it's Twilight, and the audience is probably teenage to young adult women. What do you think the target audience is for this? Westerns, mostly enjoyed by 30 to senior age adult males. Let's talk about the Western genre specifically. It was a genre where the story is usually set sometime between the end of the Civil War to 1910-ish. It often portrays the conquest of wilderness, and it's usually set in the wild or in a small developing community such as this one or this one. Some themes of Westerns: the idea of moralistic law or doing what's right based on your heart, which can oftentimes lead to revenge. If someone does the wrong things, there was no law to get revenge for you, so you had to take it in your own hands. The idea of the individual versus larger forces, like one outlaw versus many lawmen, or one lawman versus many outlaws, but it's usually some sort of individual against larger force, and newcomers versus the inhabitant natives. Then the last thing we did was read The Outcasts of Poker Flat, which is a story on page 590 in the textbook. Once completed, students partnered up and answered the questions on page 602. Questions 1, 2, and 5, and then answered this question. The last line says Oakhurst was the strongest and yet the weakest outcast. What does the narrator mean by this? So if you were absent, read the story on page 590, answer the questions, and then when you come back to class on Wednesday, January 25th, we'll discuss the story, its significance, and how it fits into both the regionalist and Western genres. Thanks for listening, and have a great day.